This video was brought to you by Stormberg, a route planner, MisterGreen, Kempower and Marcus Bil. Yo, what's up? Behind me here you see Renault Megane E-Tech, and today we're going to do the range test to see how far it can go. So I prepared it. This is the weird starting position. I start from home, which is actually a slight disadvantage elevation wise, but we will compensate for that. And eventually when I move to Jessheim next year, then we will start roughly the same elevation anyway. So yes, the car has been charged to 100%. We will actually replug and see if yeah, okay, let me try now. So if I just unlock the plug, all right, and then plug it in again. Okay, I heard a click. It actually draws power from the charging station now. And then if you look in here, this is called car scanner. It actually shows that it's pulling, it's inputting 3 kilowatt something into the battery. But this is a new profile for E-Tech, but it doesn't have any battery temperatures. But at least we see the power and everything and the voltage and state of charge. And it's charging it up again, back up again. So, all right, and let me show you what I've done so far is that some cars might do some weird preheating where it pulls power from the battery. That's why I have preheated, like I tend to do nowadays. So I folded the seat, and then we have an external heater running off the grid in the garage here to heat up the cabin. So let's start driving. Oh, I can show you by the way. We have Android system. Oh yeah. So this resembles, well, Google, but it looks just like Polestar too. I guess they use the same system. I wish more car manufacturers would use this system because it's brilliant. It's easy to use. Let me search for Ioniq DAL. See how easy it was? Huh? And you see, it also estimates that we will arrive with 83%. Okay, wow, this is so smooth. Wait, and I can do this, zoop. And you see here also Stau. There is some kind of Stau here. I don't know what's up here. Maybe there was some Unfall. So this is just brilliant the way it works. And you can also say, hey Google, how much is 3 plus 4?
The answer is 7.
Okay, so I guess I'll come back more to the whole infotainment here. It just looks so easy to use compared to many other legacy automakers. You see, well, yeah, well, except for the menus are kind of messy. You have some, if you want to change the ambient light here, for example, you have to go here, you have to go live on board, and then you find the light intensity for the ambient light. But then that's under comfort, and then you have other settings here. Yeah, and then some settings here looks like this, but in the vehicle settings it looks like this. So still multi-layer of menus. But okay, so the plan is to, let me show you again. We will start here at slightly lower elevation. Let me adjust the camera so you see better. And then we drive all the way to the north here at 90 kilometers per hour. And then we drive to Dal, and that is a 230 kilometer distance. And we will measure how this car measures the distance. And then I will explain as we go what we do. So let's just get going now. We are on the move now. So the first thing I notice is that the driving assist is not available. Yeah, that's a bummer. I even turn on this button here. So there's just some kind of lane departure avoidance there. Or, yeah. So just ping pong. I'm gonna try press this one again, press again. It's just activated, and then this one here is supposed to be green, I think, but it's just yellow. So I don't know what's up with this car, man. Yet another faulty press car. Yeah, I keep getting faulty press cars this year. But look, man, look at the consumption. I mean, we've been going uphill. Okay, HVAC is off. This is what I do. I turn off HVAC for the first part. And I also drive at only 80 kilometers per hour, even though this is a 90 test, but usually I will speed up after driving for around 10-15 minutes. But man, you know, look at this consumption. 106 watt-hour per kilometer. Ioniq, go home. I know that the drivetrain, you know, this drivetrain, it uses the same platform as the Aria. And as I tested in Stockholm, the Aria turns out to be really efficient. But the problem with Aria is that it's kind of fat. This one is not that fat. It's still a fat Zoe, but look at that consumption. 95 watt-hour per kilometer. What the heck? This thing is incredibly efficient. Okay, this is the point where I want to speed up a little bit, at least to 90. Yeah, okay, there we go. You know, we are in mid-November now, and it's 14 degrees Celsius outside. This is extraordinarily warm for freaking mid-November. So I guess this is good for the result. We could almost consider this a summer run, at least in Nord-Norge. So yes, consumption so far is it fluctuates a lot, 112 watt-hour per kilometer. Yeah, and I still have HVAC off, but I set the cruise control to 94 on the speedo, which is 90 GPS speed. So at least we locked that one on now for the rest of the test cycle now. And then eventually, I guess I have to turn on the heater, but right now I don't feel that I need heater yet. So this is again to compensate for the elevation disadvantage we have by starting lower. All right, let's check the scale. Nope, I guess not. The scale is kaput. Yeah, all right, we have to try another scale. And well, it's not kaput. This means that it needs calibration. Okay, that guy is looking for bottles. All right, let's get back to the road then. Okay, how is Mjøsa today? We're supposed to have tailwind and wind from the south. That's why it's so hot nowadays. So that windsock over there is partly broken. It's been broken for a while. And also the road is pretty dry, and that's good. Wow, I have to say, the design here looks really good. And also nice materials, soft to touch. Like, I can't believe that this is a Renault. You know, you could think it's maybe like a German car, like an Audi or BMW, with the stitching here and the chrome look here. And the center console here area here is also nice and large. I have all my camera equipment in here. Yeah, air vents is interesting the way it's been designed. So I'll show more of that in the interior. You can see on this side also. Looks like this. And the instrument cluster is large and has lots of information. And I also see percent state of charge here. By the way, this one reports 80%, this one reports 77%. So many times car scanner reports incorrect state of charge number. But look at the consumption, 128 watt-hour per kilometer. Wow, this car is so efficient. I haven't tested such an efficient car lately. And look here, when I wipe, I don't know if you can see it there, the wiper juice comes out from the blade. Wow, this car checks all the right boxes. It's incredible how good it is. And you know, this Renault is equipped with Harman Kardon speakers. Let's see how good they are. Oh, quite clear. Well, it should be like that in Harman Kardon. It's considered a high-end system. Oh, nice details. I set everything to flat, all the sound processing off, just to have as neutral as possible. Whoa, nice and crisp. I like this. Yeah, I like this a lot. Wow, just like what I've heard in all my other Harman Kardons. Listen for the bass now. Okay, nice and deep bass. Okay, it's interesting. Renault, you know, they do things their own way. So the sound music control is a dedicated stock. I think that was also the case with the Renault Laguna 2 I had. So if you know how it works there, you know how it works here. But listen to this one. Okay, when I change song. Won't you let Do you hear that? It comes instant. The moment I switch, it comes instant. Well, you can't hear it because I'm doing the switching. But you know, many cars, like even expensive cars like freaking EQS, when I switch song, there is like a 0.5 second delay before the next song starts. Some cars even, I don't know, there's a mess up. The first 200 milliseconds of the song is not even played correctly. You kinda hear it, you know, as an audio file, you hear everything like that. But with this one, it's instant and you get everything from the start. I'll show you here. Okay, let me switch over to this one. Is the next one I can listen to. Oh yeah, the Arctic Circle song, nice and clear. Well, how do we skip here? Oh, okay. The bass is fairly linear. I like it. However, it's not that punchy because the subwoofer is in the back, and when I actually played loud music, I will see that the rear window vibrates. So that's the minus of having the subwoofer there. Another minus, by the way, that I normally don't talk about is that the subwoofer in the back makes the sound uneven. For rear passenger, the bass would be way too loud. I experienced this when I had the Tesla Model X Optimus Prime, which also had the subwoofer in the back. And when wifey was sitting in the third row, all the way in the back, they're almost in the trunk area, she said that the bass was way too loud. So I had to turn down the bass so it was okay for her. But then for me, it was just too flat. So that's why I actually prefer the subwoofers to be under the front seat or maybe in the front dash area. But most cars, they tend to put the subwoofer in the trunk for some reason. Ich weiß nicht. Okay, next song.
Won't you let me dream?
Nice, nice. Wow, this sounds incredibly well for a budget car. Okay, 400k NOK in Norway, this Renault, but man, it sounds as good as, for example, 600, 700k i4 or iX. Really good. Maybe, I don't know, maybe the treble might be slightly, I was about to say, slightly over sharpened, even though I set everything to be flat. The last thing I'm going to check for is the rattle in the doors. So this song will have some mid bass that triggers rattling in the doors. Maybe a slight rattling, but not much at all. So, okay, if I would give this sound system a score, I'd say, is it a 7 or an 8? I think actually an 8. It gets slight minus because of the trunk. Not a little bit, you know, yeah, not perfect bass, firm bass, but still really good and linear, and yeah. So 2 thumbs up, really. Ooh, I just noticed that we have massage seat here. But unfortunately, even in the dynamic mode and with the highest intensity, you can barely feel the massage, just like the German cars. So if you want good massage, you have to go for the Chinese cars. This one here, the massage is so weak that you feel like you're getting a massage from a pussy cat. We just turn around at the Rudshøgda. Over here, it's nice and still. There. All right. So the road is slightly wet. I think this is because of, oh yeah, you can see better here. Ooh, look at that. But yeah, it's slightly wet. I think it's because they have salted the road. I guess maybe they anticipate cold nights. But the consumption right now is 133 watt-hour per kilometer. So there might be some headwind when we get closer to Nebbenes, Minnesund again. We'll see. But this is really, really good. And the temperature over here is 13 degrees Celsius. Oh, we're getting some strong headwind on the return. This is as forecasted. Because of that, you see that the consumption went up quite a lot. 143 watt-hour per kilometer now. I'm not sure if it had that much tailwind on the way north, but yeah. So this is of course significant, and we will see by the end of the day, once we are back on Dal, then we also have to go uphill a bit what the consumption will be. So far, I've estimated that we have roughly 56 kilowatt hour of energy. It's a 60 kilowatt hour battery, so yeah, it's plausible that we have 56 then net capacity. Right, we're finally at Ioniq, and it's supposed to be 230 kilometers. It's 227.8. So this car is under-reporting distance, and the consumption ended up being 148, so it's lower than that. We'll do all the corrections, but now I need to go to the restroom. Oh, the time is late. Yeah, a little restroom break, and then we do the 120 test. Okay, we're now in a high-speed test, and the Germans here. Well, and look here, suddenly the auto steer works. I've been driving this car for a couple of days now. I have never seen auto steer work until now. All right, that's good. I have to cruise 124 kilometers per hour. The only problem is that it's Friday afternoon and Norwegian left lane hugger club is out. Yeah, oh shit, they're gonna mess up my test right now. So it will look like we have lower consumption than it really is when you have a clean run. So, man, I need to get these people off the left lane so I can do my test. Well, we're on the way back now, so fortunately the way back is not as busy as the way north. Yeah, now we're heading south. So wait, so I'm using auto steer now. I feel like the auto steer is doing some weird shit. Let me see. It tends to hug. No, okay, it's fine. Well, let me check here. But to compensate now, I go 1 kilometer per hour faster than. Oh, it's doing the Polestar. Shit, look at this. What? Look here. It's hugging the inner curve like a Volvo Polestar. What? That's not good. Gives me this bad feeling about driving an auto steer here. But okay, the consumption right now, okay, this is maybe a little bit confusing for you guys. I look at this one. I reset this trip here at Dal. So it's 186 watt-hour per kilometer now. And this one is the total. I'm also counting the total because I want to calculate how many kilowatt hour we have. So this is the new type of test cycle I do. Instead of driving it down to almost zero at 90 kilometers per hour, which is very time consuming. And the results should be very accurate anyway. So yeah, let's see now. And I can show you that the very nice feature is that when you go here, you can see that the car estimates, oh, hang on, just there. The car estimates that we will arrive with 17%. Very nice. Because I'm kind of low on battery now, so I'm not sure whether I can make it back to Dal or not, but by looking at this one, then I get way more confident. We are back at the starting point and look at the consumption. 201 watt-hour per kilometer. That is uncorrected, so it's actually lower than this. That is very impressive. You can see the distance for the test run was 64.6. All right, but you see now I have to bring it down to almost zero to measure the energy. So we will still keep driving, but now the 120 test is over. And what I'm gonna do this time is to navigate to Ioniq charger. Let's see if I do this. If I search for chargers, and I should find Ioniq. You see here. From what I heard, when you navigate to a charger, it will preheat the battery to 35 degrees Celsius. Unfortunately, we don't see it in car scanner here. The temperatures, the variables are not available. But it will only preheat up until or down until 12%. Yeah, and right now we have 15%. So at least there should be some preheating going on. I'm going to reset this again, and we will drive 90 around here, right? And then we'll see if the consumption goes up. It should be higher than 150 watt-hour per kilometer, right? All right, so we drove to the south. You see Dal is over there. We headed south. And now we're going to check out the scale. There is a backup scale I use here in case the Minnesund scale is not working. So the consumption seems a bit high. So hopefully the preheating worked until we reach 12%. It's kind of hard to tell right now. All right, front axle. Zook. 1020, all right. The whole car should be light, right? 1800, okay, that's relatively light. A lot lighter than the fat Leaf, also known as Aria. this is kind of confusing. We are almost done with the test. And yes, according to the navigation here, we will arrive at 0% back at Dal in 11 kilometers. But don't scare me. But according to this one, according to the GOM, then we have 25 kilometers of range. I mean, do we really have 25 kilometers of range, or do we have roughly 11 kilometers of range left? I didn't bring EcoFlow, so hopefully I don't run out of juice now. That would be kind of bad with all this traffic today. So to be on the safe side, I turn off HVAC. Oh, what the heck? Man, it's doing that Chinese thing. I had range initially, and now I have nothing. What the heck? Okay. I have to go slow. Man. Slow down. Shit, man. Welcome to Ioniq Laderstau. Well, the new chargers are up, but they are not operational yet. So let me see how many. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoa, yeah, only 4 chargers are working right now. Okay, but anyway, I arrived at 2%. Oh, okay, so the eco drive I did helped. And then we see here the total. Well, it's kind of funny. When we were driving, then it makes sense that the car animates that it's driving. But now we are stationary. The car is doing the moonwalk. Okay, so I will calculate the capacity based on this, and I will also calculate the range based on the range test we did. All right, we're now charging, getting. Oh wait, is this supposed to take 130 kilowatt? Well, close enough. Seems like 350 amp is maximum here. And then I guess as the voltage goes up, then we get more and more speed. But here, the instrument cluster looks so weird now. Are we on, or are you in yet? Wait, power off. Okay, now the car is off. All right. Okay, now we start seeing something here. Okay, so this is a charging screen, but we don't see how many kilowatt we're charging at. I mean, most modern EVs nowadays, they will show you kilowatt. Tesla's been doing it since 2000 well, at least 2013, I think. But this one, no habla. Okay, let me see. Back here, let me check. Oh, let's see. Oh, yeah. 125. Okay, yeah, it seems like the... Wait, are we Colgating? No, I will attempt, I will record the charging session once it hits 10%. And also another bonus, by the way, we're gonna test some AC. This car is equipped with 22 kilowatt onboard AC charging. And well, there used to be AC over there. We have to go to another location. But yeah, I'm gonna show you guys when we take 22 kilowatt, how many kilowatt we will actually get, because this one is what goes into the battery, not what, yeah, let's check, by the way. 126 into the battery, right? But the charger might deliver something else. 127, I get close enough. Wait, it means that there might not be any active cooling going on, heating going on here. But for AC charging, we will see, can we actually get 20 kilowatt in here, or how much is it? Because for Renault, earlier when you have the Zoe, the Camelon charger was really inefficient, and there was only 80% efficiency. So if you charge at 22 kilowatt, you will get like 18 or 17 kilowatt into the battery. Okay, anyway, when you look at the result now, I managed to get 54.5 kilowatt hour out of this battery. Wait, earlier it was 50. Okay, it means that still the charge scale is not linear, 100% linear, but close enough. And then, wow, you know, 371 kilometers range. Okay, it's not ideal. I guess in summer, and I guess if we didn't have the wind, it would be better than this. It's supposed to go around 450 kilometers. So today, yeah, it's cold-ish. It's still November, but I think it's the wind that kind of ruined it, because when you have lots of wind, it affects the driving in a negative way versus having no wind, even though we start and end almost at the same starting point. But yeah, still, based on roughly 60 kilowatt hour, or should we say 60 kilowatt hour? Yeah, I think 60 kilowatt hour gross capacity, or roughly 55 kilowatt hour net capacity. This kind of range number now in November is very good. Yeah, compare this to other bigger cars with bigger batteries, and of course the Renault Megane will do it really well. So well, we have to see, I guess, if I have the opportunity to test it during winter, how it is, but also during summer. But I just have it now, and I just happen to be lucky with the weather, and it's not too cold. Normally in mid-November, it would be around 0 degrees Celsius and a lot wetter than this. So this is almost considered a summer result. But okay, so we are not done yet. Now I'm doing the charging test. Actually, the cooling started already, which means that the battery should be hot enough. And then let's try 22 kilowatt. I think we have some near my home, yes. We are now at McDonald's Furuset, and here we have Type 2. Hey, it's doing some kind of dance there. So you see here, this one should give us 22 kilowatt AC. So let's, well, it shouldn't matter which one. Hopefully they give me 32 amp. I guess I can't see. In a Tesla, for example, you can see how many amps and volts you're receiving, but I guess not this one. But let's plug it in. I think I have a Type 2 cable that handles 22 kilowatts. Okay, this is a fairly thick cable. Normally I don't see these thick cables in cars, but if we look here, look closer, whoa, it's a bit too much. Okay, it says 32 something, yeah, 3-phase 32 probably. So hopefully this works. All right, we're charging. It requires 1 hour to reach 100%. Whoa, we're taking 20.7 kilowatt hour per hour. Oh yeah, the power of 22 kilowatt charger. Wow, I wish more chargers nowadays would have 22 kilowatts. Nowadays, it's mostly just 11 kilowatt. Some even just 7.4 kilowatt. But sometimes if you have Laderstau, for example, and you know you're gonna stop here for, let's say, 1 hour anyway, then I guess 22 kilowatt would work. What the heck? You know, I fire up the car to get some heating going on here. And this is kind of weird. You see, look at the power. It drops a little bit. Yeah, it's not dropping. Whoa, like that, you see? This happened many times prior to shooting a video. I was like, huh? Is something wrong? Because it's still blue. You can see it's still blue out there. So we're still connected. And then suddenly it's back. Huh? Wait, what if I don't fire up the car? If I just stop it? Okay, maybe it's more stable now. This is really weird because, for example, a Tesla, I had the car on many minutes. Well, actually, when you open the door, then the heater and everything is on in a Tesla. Here, though, right now, I have no heater. Eventually, the whole car will just shut down. I have no map or anything. But at least we are charging stable. Yeah, I mean, after all, it's still a Zoe. Yeah, a fat Zoe. No, what the heck? Nope, still not. Still goes into that, I was about to call it the Korean siesta. You know, the Korean cars, Ioniq 5 and EV6, they will suddenly drop to 0 kilowatt during when they reach 80% on a fast charging session. This is really weird. I mean, okay, we have 22 kilowatt charging, but it's unstable. And you see, I don't run it. You see, like I said, now the car just goes black. No heating, no nothing. And even now, the charging might even bug one more time. Let me just check here. Maybe the problem is that we were sitting in the car, but that shouldn't trigger the charging to just halt temporarily. Okay, I've been watching the charging screen now. And now it seems like it's stable. Hasn't had any halts. Yeah. So hopefully it's stable in this state, which means that if you want to charge on AC, then don't touch anything. Don't turn on the screen. No, 9. I didn't touch nothing, man, this time. And how long is this siesta? Okay, well, it's just for a couple of seconds, but this is really weird, man. Wait. Are you saying that there's something wrong with the press car? But I think that's going to be it. So this was the range test. If you want to know about how it charges, how fast is it 1,000 kilometer challenge, the headlight and everything, you have to watch some of the other videos because this video is already pretty long. So that's going to be it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thank you for watching and talk to you later.